Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and in today's video I'll be covering the patch notes for the April update for Battlefield 5, even though I still to this day can't play Battlefield 5 for longer than maybe 10 minutes without it crashing without an error. So hopefully this patch will finally fix that, because it's starting to get incredibly frustrating, and I know I'm not the only one to have had this issue. So the patch mainly focuses on the Firestorm Battle Royale experiences. So we're gonna go through what I find is most important. I did play some Firestorm, and I released my honest opinion last week on what I thought of Firestorm. It would be much better if I could actually play it for longer than 10 minutes. That's probably one of the biggest drawbacks of Battlefield 5 for me right now, is I can't play it for longer than 10 minutes without the game crashing, so it's incredibly frustrating. And that's why there hasn't been a whole lot of Battlefield 5 content at all on the channel. Anyways, I digress. Let's jump right into the patch notes. So for Firestorm, gameplay fixes and changes. There is a litany of stuff here, but to be honest, it's probably not all that interesting. The most interesting ones are players are now able to use the flare gun while in the water, fixed an issue which was causing a weapon to be misaligned when a player was in a man down state while being spectated, added a red outline for the artillery strike on the map to make it more visible. Players will no longer reload when opening doors. Interaction detection has been improved to avoid issues with loot near objectives and vehicles. The first wave of capture points now start earlier before the zone starts to shrink for the first time. Now for Firestorm map improvements and fixes. To be honest, most of these are like clipping issues, improving textures, and players getting stuck between stuff. That's pretty much the gist of what map improvements and fixes are. I don't want to go through all of them. You guys would probably just die of boredom. So there's also been improvements to the regular multiplayer experience. So vehicles fixed a bug that enabled players to use airplanes during the match start timer period. Fixed an issue that could cause a temporary black screen when reloading a stationary turret while it's using its zoom functionality at the same time. Made audio improvements to audibility of other players' tanks. Weapons, gadgets, and specializations. Fixed the Ribber Rolls Aperture sights being misaligned. Tweaked the Gavir 43 reflex sight. Tweaked the Bren max recoil, which was too low. Reduced the M1897 damage drop-off start distance by 1 meter for all ammo types. Changed the way camera recoil works. Changed the way SMG and assault rifle dispersion increases while firing an ADS. So the second, third, and sometimes fourth shots for low rate of fire weapons are now more predictable, with laser shots being less predictable. Also shortened the time it takes for dispersion to decrease when no longer firing. Fixed an issue that will prevent shotgun damage decals to appear on vehicles. The knife animation no longer triggers after firing the last round of a Panzerfaust. Bullet impact sounds have been further localized, and the amount by which they can attenuate non-player weapons has been reduced. Improved audibility of single-shot weapons. Improved audibility of late reflections for automatic weapons based on distance from listener. And adjusted headphone mix for low frequencies to smooth out positioning. For soldiers, fixed a bug with the medic class that would result in the weapon floating in the air while the player was running briefly after reviving another player. The first person animation when picking up health packs and ammo packs have been moved to take less screen space for improved visibility. That's really nice. Soldiers that die in a vehicle are now ejected and can be revived, which is surprising. Maps and modes. Fixed an issue in practice range where vehicles would not spawn when the user restarts the range. Fixed a visual bug in the practice range which would cause the player's body to be invisible while driving the Kubelwagen in third person. Probably butchered that. UI, HUD options, and assignments. Fixed an issue where the ticket counter was not visible when playing Breakthrough. Frontlines and Airborne. Disabled the saturation effect when regenerating health. Thank God. Fixed a hang that could occur if players looked at server info from within the social hub while being in the Your Company screen. Fixed a bug which could prevent players from deploying, prompting the error message the class you have selected is violating the server rules if they had equipped newly unlocked sights. Fixed a bug which prevented players from speeding up the bleed out timer when being in a down state. Improved responsiveness and accuracy of the comma rows and the squad reinforcements rows when using a controller. Fixed an issue where players would purchase something with company coin and get a not enough company coin error message even if they had enough currency. I can see that being incredibly annoying. Fixed a bug that would cause the idle kick functionality to not always work. Not always work is a goddamn understatement. Improved how class characters are loaded when scrolling through them while in the hangar between matches. added the soldier stance icon from single player into multiplayer, finally. In the grenade selection menu, the smoke grenade selection will no longer show the frag grenade demonstration video. Stability made multiple crash fixes and stability improvements. I hope this fixes my problem, I really do. PC specific improvements: increased maximum rate count in DXR Ultra to improve reflection quality. DLSS is now also supported in borderless mode, made improvements to DLSS sharpness, fixed an issue that caused the customization screen to be darker than intended when having DX12 enabled, fixed a rendering issue that could cause graphical corruption when spamming various player actions, fixed a bug that would cause the game to hang if the player mashed all the keyboard and mouse buttons while in the key binding menu. The player that found this must have eaten too much pineapple pizza. Little joke there. In Firestorm, opening the map and using the scroll button while inside a tank in the gunner position will no longer switch the selected tank gun as well. So this is pretty much all of the patch notes, or the most important parts of the patch notes. Okay, so a few things that they failed to mention in the patch notes, which is why I'm patching in a part of commentary. There have been loot improvements for Firestorm from dead bodies. That would have been nice to have in the patch notes. And also, premium currency is dropping tomorrow. As of April 4th, you'll be able to buy the dubbed Boins. So, hopefully we'll finally start seeing some real content in Battlefield 5, seeing as the premium currency is being launched. Anyways, sorry for the confusion there. I was confused as well while reading the patch notes. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. There'll be a link to the full patch notes down in the description, as well as in a top pinned comment. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and once again, I apologize for the lack of Battlefield 5 content. I hope you all understand. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.